So in this video we're going to have a look at how we can incorporate images and text together. Okay, so at the moment really we've got images, we put a bit of transparency on the images and transparency in the background of the text frames, but they're all very separate. We've just got a stack in order, something at the front, something at the back. But incorporating text with images together with what's called a text wrap panel can help us to really unite things a bit more. So let me do this in a basic way. I'm going to go to File and down to Place, and I will just again choose one of these images, open. So I'm just going to click and drag, again randomly sort of place this image in and bring it down here. Okay, so as we know, we've got the stack in order. The moment the image is in front of the text, I can object, arrange, send that to the back, or object, arrange, bring it to the front, or again through my layers panel I can send it to the back and bring it to the front as well. But I don't want it to be behind or in front. I want it just to be nested in the text. I want the text to be forced away from the image. Okay, so what I'm going to do is open up another panel, close down my layers, I don't need that, and I'm going to go to Window, down to Text Wrap here. Okay, so what this panel enables us to do is apply a text wrap to a frame. It forces the text away. So at the moment I've got the first button pressed. If I hover over that, it will tell me that's no text wrap at all. If I come over the next button and click, it says wrap around the bounding box. So you can see the text is now being forced away here. So we'll just scale it down a little bit. So this isn't really working with this force justified text at the minute. We'll pull it along here, see if that helps. Okay, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so you can see the text is being forced away. Wherever I move this, pushing the text out of the way. So it's neither in front or behind, it's actually right in next to it. And with our text wrap we can control now the distance that it pushes it round. Okay, so if I increase this, and I've got this little chain on in the middle, so it's equal all the way around how far it's being pushed away. But if I undo that chain, okay, we've got the top, bottom, left and right. So if I increase it at the bottom, there you can see I'm making it much bigger at the bottom there. Okay, so applying a text wrap can force the text away really easily. So that is wrapping around what's called the bounding box. Okay, so what happens if I want to put some text in here? Okay, put my guys back on. I want to have some text in here which is a caption for this particular image here. Obviously I've got a bit of a problem. Okay, let's put it in across here maybe. Let's spread it across, see what happens when we spread it across this full frame. Maybe not, let's go back there. Okay, so I want to put some text caption in this image. Now if I want to make a text frame for that, in fact I'll just copy this quote, I'll press my Alt key, drag that across there. Okay, Control and Shift, make that a bit smaller, and I'll call it image caption. Okay, so I grab that, pull it across there. It's not letting me put it anywhere near that image because I've got a text wrap on it. Okay, it's not going to let me go above it, below it, just going to let me go next to it. So this is where I need to go up to. If you remember earlier, I went to text frame options to put a bit of padding, insert spacing around this text. If I go to, with this image, with this text frame selected again, object and text frame options again. Okay, so the insert spacing is what we were using earlier. Now what I want to look at is just this little tick box at the bottom here. I'm going to click on that one, ignore text wrap. So for that one particular text box, I'm ignoring anything that's got a text wrap on. So click OK, and then it's behind, so I need to object, arrange, bring that to the front. So now I can put that image caption there, and it sits nicely on top. So the text wrap is still working. Okay, it's still applying to that, but it is just for that one text frame. It's ignoring that there's a text wrap on that image. Okay, so let's look at how else we can put text in. Okay, so this time I'm going to make a circular frame. Okay, and I want to place an image inside this circular frame. So to do that, I can either copy and paste an image by clicking on the hotspot of one of these, just edit, copy, click on the new frame, edit, paste into there, and I'll click on my fill frame proportionally button up there. Okay, so I can do it that way, or if I just delete that, oops, sorry, I'll just step backwards, so I've still got the frame. Okay. With a frame selected, if I go to File and down to Place and choose an image, okay, it puts the image inside that frame. So rather than making a standard square frame that it would do normally, it puts it inside that circular frame for me. And again, click on my little Fill Frame Proportionally button, and I've got the image in there. So let me zoom out a little bit. So let's have a look at how this will work with the text wrap. Scale it down a little bit, so I don't want it that big particularly. Okay, so this time I use my text wrap, I click on the wraparound bounding box. It's around the whole area, but I want to click on the next shape there, so it wraps around the circle. And this time, when I've got my distance for the text wrap, it's only applied to one surface. It's just got one surface going around. It's not like a square that's got four, so I can increase that. Like so. Okay, so text wraps are really good for incorporating images in with the text. We just want it to nest in, look natural, and the text just to flow around that shape for you.